Oh, in my Latin street, you know I love my Latin street.
A new playground opens in Miami, but this is a special playground. It's designed for disabled kids. Officials say there are wheelchair swings and ramps, an elevated sandbox, 2 slides, and an observation deck. There's also some conventional swings. Volunteers from
our club, the Kiwanis Club of Little Havana, was founded with a different idea: to be an action-oriented club, not just meeting, but dedicated to helping our community in concrete ways.
A pesar de la amenaza de lluvia, numerosos kiwanis asistieron a la tarea constructiva que tiene como objetivo mantener a los niños fuera de las calles, ofreciéndoles un lugar apropiado para jugar.
Today, the many projects make the club of Little Havana one of the most active and effective Kiwanis club anywhere in the world.
Well, it's one of the country's biggest block parties. It is Calle Ocho, and if you don't know what that means, it's Spanish for 8th Street.
In 1975, friends from our community gathered here, right here, at the old Bilbao restaurant on Southwest 8th Street. Who will know that many years later, the Kiwanis Club Little Havana will be known around the world for Carnival Miami and Calle Ocho.
Our Channel 7 Sally Fitz and Rick Sanchez.
All right, here we go. We're doing it again. Now it's the 1993 edition of Calle Ocho. There is a difference this year.
I was approached by Luis Sabines from Camacol and a vice president from Sunbank. Today, Luis Sabines is still in the Camacol and a good friend of the club. But most interestingly, that is a vice president of Sunbank is our president today, Pedro Gonzalez, and he works in that same office in Little Havana.
El sol quedó dibujado sobre la esquina. La noche se fue a dormir con la luna clara. La gente va despertando de la rutina.
The first project of the Kiwanis Club Little Havana was action-oriented. We were approached about a Cuban kid who had muscular dystrophy. The Kiwanis Club of Little Havana, recently founded with no resources, was called to action. Some of the members found a doctor, some of the members found a hospital, some others found donations.
Gente de todas partes, de mi América inmortal, mosaico de piel morena que sabe a fiesta y a carnaval.
In 20 years, the Kiwanis Club Little Havana has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars through the Christmas party. And most importantly, it has served thousands of kids through the basketball league. Many that have gone on to scholarships at major universities, and others that the Kiwanis Club Little Havana has helped through our scholarship program. 2 of those kids are now active and productive members of the Kiwanis Club of Little Havana. The Kiwanis Club of Little Havana continues to be an active and project-oriented club, and now we have become a major force in our community.
I was the second elected president of the club, and after only 2 years, we had earned the respect and admiration of the community and public officials. Open House 8 was celebrated on the second Sunday of March 1978 with the idea of inviting the community to our home just to get to know each other better. We expected 10,000 and we were startled when 100,000 showed up. It is still incredible. But my pet project is the toy project, the most beautiful and heartwarming of them all. A toy for every child. With the funds raised in December, the club would purchase toys to be distributed to migrant worker camps, to hospitals, to poor neighborhoods, to the poor and needy children. What a feeling. The satisfaction that you could see in their faces, we were just elated. we still are.
Oye, me gusta mi calle latina es verdad. Cuando hacía mucho calor en el verano, allí me dejaba salir mi mamá.
Aparte de las amistades que uno desarrolla en el transcurso de los años siendo miembro del Club Kiwanis de la Pequeña Habana, yo diría posiblemente que uno de los aspectos más satisfactorios en ser miembro y en haber participado en estos años son las memorias que quedan con uno después de tantos años. Y si regreso por unos breves momentos al año 79, un año después de que Leslie y yo fundamos el Festival de la Calle 8, comencé en mi presidencia en ese año y hay una serie de hechos que me vienen a la mente, hechos que yo diría que son como, vamos a decir, eventos que por primera vez se celebraron. Uno de ellos fue el proyecto Acción 79, un proyecto muy bonito que yo creo que ha tenido un gran impacto en la comunidad, un proyecto que fue llevado a cabo por Rafael Licea y Valentín González como co-chairman de ese evento, en el cual básicamente recaudábamos las firmas de personas para inscribirse como votantes en el condado de Dade. Hoy en día el Departamento de Elecciones en el condado testifica y da testimonio de que no ha habido ninguna otra organización en la historia del condado que haya tenido impacto de mayor envergadura y mayor importancia para todos los ciudadanos del condado como el Club Kiwanis de la Pequeña Habana. Y yo me siento honrado de haber sido parte de ese esfuerzo conjuntamente a Rafael y a Valentín González. Habían cosas también que no eran tan serias como la del periodiquito Flash que teníamos en esos días, que era un periódico que en sí nos recordaba que aparte de todas las cosas serias y de tan importancia que hacíamos por la comunidad, parte de lo importante de ser miembro del Club Kiwanis era esa mezcla de amistad que nos unía y que siempre manteníamos un sentido de humor en todas las cosas que llevábamos a cabo. Y ese sentido de humor, vamos a decir, esa hermandad, esa amistad que se desarrolla durante el curso de los años, es todavía, yo diría, lo esencial y la razón primordial de la cual cuando voy a cualquier lado yo me siento muy orgulloso de ser miembro del Club Kiwanis de la Pequeña Habana.
We were evolving from a group of friends into the club and to building an organization, and those were the early challenges that I faced. I faced the challenge of moving into an office, establishing an office structure, establishing some discipline. So that's one of the first things that comes to mind during my years. The Calle Ocho had already proven itself as a successful project, and then we needed to take it to the next level. And that's when we started with the concept of Carnival Miami and evolving Carnival Miami into the tourist and the 10-day events that it is today. The ability of our board, we had an outstanding board of directors, a board of directors that was able to meet and have vision and had the capacity to make the decisions to set up the foundation for the club at that time, as I said before, which was evolving into the organization that it is today. So those were the three things that come to mind during my years, which really were very satisfying years, were years of great enjoyment, years that I will always cherish throughout my life.
We continued the hard work and the long hours, all with fun. It was worth it. The Calle Ocho Festival was extended from 12th Avenue to 7th Avenue. Now it became a 20th Street long festival. During the Calle Ocho, we had a skywalker right here in Calle Ocho, living for 10 days above Calle Ocho on a string, on a wire, actually. We had great shirts and great hats to go along during this period. The Toy Project, we began the Saturday Caravan during this time. The Basketball League, the championship games were held at the Miami High Gym. We sponsored our first club that we sponsored, the Kiwanis Club of Hialeah. I think it's called Flamingo Kiwanis Club in Hialeah. We were very active in Kiwanis International and Florida District activities. The Christmas party, the 10th anniversary Christmas party in 1984 was a classy party. All the members were in tuxedo, We had a great time. He had a new look, something different from the previous 9 parties. The Monday luncheons at the American Club. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of hard not to attend the Monday luncheons. We had great speakers, and we had the famous La Esquina Caliente. You know, they gave me a lot of trouble during that time. Many accomplishments, many accomplishments. I am very proud, very happy. It was all done through brotherhood, determination, and friendship.
Don't stop me now. Oh, no.
What I consider one of our best projects is it has to do with youth and with education. It's called, one of them is a scholarship project, which is a scholarship that we offer to area students, high school students that shows financial need. For those students, we provide them for 4 years of college, all paid, all tuition and books paid, until they obtain their bachelor's degree. And the only thing we ask of them is to maintain a 2.5 average and to check with us every semester on their grades.
Listen to me. Won't you come back with me to Latin Street, yeah?
Second project is called Teach the Children. And this is one that we provide school supplies for the whole school years for all the children at the elementary level in the inner city type of schools. It's been proven that providing them with new supplies makes them happier, and they learn much faster this way. And we believe these 2 projects are very much important in forging the future of a community.
Friendship Park, which is Parque de la Amistad as we know it, it's something that came about, and even though we knew we were building a playground, we had no idea of the magnitude of this project. We met like Carnival Miami for weeks. Frankie Paredes and Jose Villa were the co-chairmen of the events, and it was something incredible. We kept looking at the drawings, at the plans, but we really had no idea what the magnitude of this project and what was going to happen. After the meetings, it was time to start working. We came here that first day, I believe it was a Thursday. We were supposed to complete the park in 4 days. And all we saw was wood and nails and equipment and gravel, and it didn't make any sense. We started working. By the end of the day, the architects in charge of the project told us that there was no way that we were going to complete the playground in 4 days, that it was impossible. I remember it was sitting under a tree. It must have been like 1 o'clock in the morning, and Frankie told them, you don't know the Kiwanis. Kiwanis Club of Little Havana, our motto is building. We built, and we will have this playground no matter what, ready by Sunday. I think we slept a few hours in those 4 days, and to make a long story short, we did finish the park. The memories are incredible. The help from the city of Miami, the community, people from out of town. The idea behind this park was, and the location, this park, it's right in the middle of where Miami comes together. Blacks, Hispanics, and Anglos. This neighborhood is perfect for the name, is Friendship Park. All the kids from the area helped out, their parents, our own kids still drive by today and say, hey, we built that park, because everyone has a sense of ownership. Miami came together, and people from out of town helped us on this project. I think that's why I'm in love with this playground. It's not just a Kiwanis Club or Little Havana project, it's a community project. And since then, since we built this playground, we finished our toys project right here, where we have a carnival with rides and free food and drinks for the kids. And we ended with a raffle, which we're all very proud of. We raffled 200 bicycles, and that's a sight to see. And that's the one time in the year where all the Kiwanis get a chance to come together and come back to the Friendship Park.
Oye, mi calle latina, en el barrio fue que yo aprendí a gozar. Calle latina. Oye, mi calle, mi calle, mi calle, mi calle latina. I love my salsa. I love my salsa, I love my salsa, yes I do.
Well, this is one of our special projects. It's one of the parks we have built, and we have built with our own hands and with the help of a lot of other members of the community just in a weekend. This one in particular is very special, and it's very special for us, and we're very proud of it because it's especially for the handicapped children. And we have all the specifications for the kids who need a wheelchair to move, and have all those details for them. Hopefully we will continue doing this kind of projects. Hopefully we'll continue helping the youth, helping the children, the needy children. Hopefully we'll continue giving more toys. We'll continue doing sports summer camps. We'll continue helping other organizations that help the neglected and abused kids. We will continue doing those things because that's what we're supposed to do.
Okay, here we are at the third park that we built. Very proud of this. We started this just when I took over the presidency, and because of the hurricane, this park was delayed.
Calle latina, mira, y en la calle, en todo el mundo existe una calle latina en una esquina. Óyeme bien, calle latina, allí fue que yo heredé.
As far as other accomplishments that I feel we were able to make during those 2 years, Carnival Miami was streamlined and tremendously profitable for those 2 years. And we eliminated some of the events that we didn't feel we should have continued with Carnival Miami. As far as the core projects of the club, we emphasized children. We put in a lot of money into the scholarship committee, which we're very proud of that, to give out more scholarships. And we really emphasized on kids in the children's committee. A lot of people worked very hard to make my 2 years extremely successful.
You've heard from our 9 past presidents and their accomplishments in the years that they presided over this club. I only have 8 months into my presidency, so I really don't have that much of a history, but I like to just remind you that we've been in existence for the last 20 years. It'll be our 20th anniversary next year, and that we're gonna need those new members, that new blood that we brought into the club, to assume the responsibility of taking our club and our projects and our events and all these efforts into the next century.
¡Qué alegría, sí, señor! Aquí con toda mi gente y con gran admiración brindo esta celebración de mis raíces trascendentes.
For the rest of this year and next year, we've been presented with a unique opportunity, and that's to do something in our own little Havana community. And that is Jose Marti Park. Jose Marti Park, for those of you who are not familiar with it, it's a beautiful park by the river, which lacks activities, resources, and that's where we come in. Together with the city of Miami, we can enter into a joint project in which they will build an activity center, and we have an opportunity to build a playground, which would be, I envision something between what we did at Friendship Park and what we did at Curtis Park. That's something that we have the balance of this year and next year to analyze cost-wise, coordinate, and put together. With your help and your support, I'm sure we'll do a great job. Oh, y algo muy importante, que siga la tradición.
Que siga la tradición. Que siga
dicen todo lo contrario, que aquí los niños no atienden ni a las personas, ni a los viejos, ni a nadie, al contrario.
Quiero decir a los kiwanis, a la ciudad de Miami, a todos los que han trabajado con esto, que la realidad que ha sido un éxito y yo estoy muy contenta porque mi nieto ha salido contentísimo con una bicicleta.